Alright, we ready. We back in there. I had to cut the camera shut off for some reason. So I gotta pay attention to that camera and make sure it don't shut off on me. But it shut off. But what it is I'm gonna have the brother look up the word opposing again because that didn't even get on there. They got cut off. The last thing I said was talking about YAHAWASHI is coming back in the fathership. That was the last thing I said in the video, cut off. So I'm gonna have the brother look up the word opposing.
All right, this is Strong's G480. Antikamai, and it means to be set over against, opposite to oppose, be adverse to, withstand.
Yeah, same as contrary. So Esau is opposite of the Most High. The so-called white man is opposite of the Most High. That's why he covered the faces of the judges thereof and put up his image and put up Caesar Borgia. That's why he's done that, because he's opposite of the Most High. He's contrary to the Most High, and that's why he takes all the ancient heathen idols that they used to worship, and he brings them forth, because Esau, so-called white man, is contrary to the Most High. Why you think he passing and pushing forth freedom and pushing the agenda of homosexuality and bestiality? Why you think he's doing that? Because he's opposite of the Most High. He's contrary, man. The scripture said the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. So he's doing what a wicked ruler would do. Okay? Somebody that's opposing the Most High. He's not doing what the scriptures say in righteousness. And he have hid the true judges. Okay? He have exalted himself above all that is called God, man. And he's exalting everything that's wicked in the earth, man. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 4. Who opposeth and exalted himself above all.
Go ahead.
That is called the Most High, or that is worshipped.
That's why instead of him putting Israelites all in them biblical movies, meaning the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, he will put number Edomites in there, or people that look like him, to have the people thinking that all those people that you see in the biblical movies are what they look like in the Bible. And that's why these people will bow down to him and worship him. Worship the so-called white man, because he controls the airwaves. Satan controls the airwaves. Okay? Satan is ruling. The earth is given to the hands of the wicked. And Satan means adversary.
Yeah, I mean, because I came across one of those videos that you talked about, you know what I'm saying, they'll have certain so-called colored people, but the main people, like, supposedly, you know what I'm saying, YAHAWASHI and the apostles, it'd be, you know what I'm saying, it'd be Edomites.
Yeah, it'd be Edomites. Or the so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, if they in there, they would be slaves, portrayed as nothing. Or no, or not playing a major part in speaking, dealing with biblical prophecy. They won't be part of that. And that vibration have been pushed out so long that people that lie, and that vibration been pushed out so long that people, instead of reading, they will believe what's on the television.
Good movie is like the Ten Commandments with Charleston Heston. So, you know, you're showing an Edomite.
They're showing an Edomite. When Moses never looked like that. Matter of fact, get that in Exodus. I think it's Exodus. Hold what you got, and get that in Exodus. I think it's 4 and 6, or it might be Exodus 4 and 6, or it might be 6 and 4. But try Exodus 4 and 6 first. The where he stuck his hand in his bosom.
This is Exodus 4:6.
God.
This is Exodus chapter 4, verse 6.
Go ahead.
And YAHAWAH YAHAWASHI said furthermore unto him,
We meaning Moses. Go ahead.
put now thy hand into thy bosom.
So Moses, so like Moses put his hand in his bosom, right? And the reason why I'm going over is because the brother mentioned Charles Heston in that the Ten Commandments. And like I was saying before he said that, they put so-called white people in the movies to make you think that those are the people that's in the Bible when it's not true. Okay, go ahead.
And he put his hand,
Playing as far as playing as Moses. But so-called white people are in the Bible, but they are Edomites. Okay, go ahead.
and he put his hand into his bosom. And when he took it out, behold, his hand was leprous.
His hand was leprous. Okay? That's what the so-called white people have now. They have leprosy. Okay? But Moses' hand, meaning his flesh, became leprous. Okay? Go ahead.
As snow.
As snow. See? So it's telling you. Go ahead.
And he said, put thy hand into thy bosom again.
So what Most High did was pull the elements out of Moses, man. Okay? Because we're walking elements. So he pulled the elements out of Moses and made his hand so-called white. You think they're going to put that in the Ten Commandments movie? Nah. They're going to block that out. Okay? Go ahead.
And he put his hand into his bosom again. And plucked it out of his bosom, and behold, it was turned again as his other flesh.
It was turned again as his what? Other flesh. So it's two different kinds of flesh on this earth. It's different shades of red and it's different shades of brown, man. So Moses was a so-called brown-skinned man, man. Well, I mean, he was a brown-skinned man. I should have said a so-called black man, but he was a so-called black man, but we know we different shades of brown, okay? Because nobody's black, okay? Nobody's black, man, on this earth, man. And I say, I'm having problems with my camera, man. I don't know, man, but we'll try to keep going, Lord willing. You know what I'm saying, before it cut off, man. I'm having problems with this camera, you know. Just like with the last two videos we put out, the camera just shut off, man. I'm having problems with it. I don't know, man. But hey, that's Satan, you know. But like I was saying, nobody's black, and you got and melanin don't make our skin black, okay? That's a lie, man. Okay? When you look up the word melanin, it's a Greek word which means black. And nobody's black on this earth. We different shades of brown. Now the brother looking up in Google again, go through the same procedure, look it up in Google, because it didn't get up on the camera. We're gonna go to Google, and the brother gonna look it up in regular Google, right? The word melanin. Right? Then I'm going to have the brother bring it out in etymology. And we're going to see what the true meaning of the word melanin means. And it's not even in the periodic element chart, man.
I remember you showing.
It's not even in there, man. You got people to say, oh, it's melanin that make our skin the way it is. Man, that's a lie, man. Prove to me it's in a periodic element chart. And then prove to me that the word melanin means brown. Now, the brother just looked it up in regular Google, the word melanin, right? And it say dark brown to black pigment. They added the word brown in there, okay? Because when you go into the Greek, it means black. And we not black, we different shades of brown, okay? Now my point is, like the brother I showed the brother, you don't see the word, the Greek meaning of the word there. It ain't there, okay? Now, the brother gonna look it up in the etymology, right? And when he's looking up in the etymology online, it also has brown in there. But what it is when you go to the Greek, the meaning of the word, it says black. It does not say brown. And melanin is a Greek word. That's the origin of it. And we are not black, man. And our pigment is not melanin that cause our pigment to be the way it is. It's carbon, man. That's what it is, man. Okay? Now, you can go show them, bro. And give me that scripture in Matthew. Look out for me. Yeah. Sure, you see the Greek word there? Hoping the sun don't mess it up.
Yeah, Lord
to
willing.
where you can see it.
It's towards the bottom where it says the first element is from Greek, melas.
So why I say the
black.
first element? When you go on a periodic element chart, the word melanin ain't there. And when you put the IN on it, that makes it a chemical. Which Jake don't look into that, man. They just see the word brown. They say, yeah, that's what make it. Yeah, what God's going off. You know what I'm saying? He ain't looking at the meaning of the word. Now, when I take you to the blue letter and looking up in the Greek, let's see what you got to say. Jake just rebellious, man. They're hard-headed. You know why Jake say that? Because everybody else saying it. They want to fit in with everybody else.
Jake likes to follow the trend, man.
Yeah, follow the trend and follow the crowd. That's why they saying it.
That's why you got fucking 30-year-old so-called men and 30-year-old fucking so-called women fucking acting like little teenagers and shit.
Because that's the trend.
That's the trend.
Yeah. You accept it. You accept it if you start acting like a little kid.
Yep.
You accept it if you say melanin makes our skin the pigment the way it is. People accept it. But when you say carbon, they like, oh man, I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? And when you tell them, hey, the word melanin means black, they look at you, oh man, I don't know about that. They say brown right there.
Yeah.
Well, that's what it say in the Greek. Oh, black, but you still say brown right there.
Yeah.
Bug outs, man. Oh boy. You get what I wanted in Matthew? Alright, Matthews, he gonna read the word, he gonna read what it said in Matthews, and I want to point out there, you gonna have to go to the blue letter and look it up. The word black, because you just pulled it up online. But go ahead, bro, read what you got.
This is Matthew 5 and 36. Neither shalt thou swear by thy head.
Okay. It's something going on with my camera, and I don't know, so hopefully this will record, because a lot of footage that I had when we was out here teaching, it didn't even record it, man. So here you go, read Matthew. Now I'm dealing with this melanin, right? Like I was saying, when you look it up in the regular Google, it'll say brown. When you look it up in the etymology, it'll say brown. But I'm gonna show you in the scriptures that the Greek word for melanin, it does not, when you look up the definition in the scriptures, it does not say brown. So when you say we not black, and then you say melanin is what makes our pigment the way it is, you basically saying black is what makes our pigment the way it is. But you saying we not black, okay? The word melanin means black, man. You can look, I don't care what periodic element chart you look at, it's not there. What makes our pigment the way it is carbon, man. So we're gonna read it. We're gonna read it in the Bible, in the King James Bible. Call it, read it, bro.
This is St. Matthew 5 and 36. Neither shalt thou swear by thy head, because thou canst not make one hair white or black.
Now the reason why I had the brother pull this scripture out, because the word black is in there, and it's dealing with hair. Even Edomites got melanin. Why? Because they have black hair. Okay? They have black hair. Okay? The word melanin, again, means black. Now, he just read that. Now, I'm going to have the brother look it up in the blue letter, and he going to show you.
Strong's G 3189.
Right.
It said melas, and it means black, black ink.
So the brother just looked it up in the blue letter. Why don't say brown in there? There's nowhere in there. Why does it not say brown in there, man? Why? Explain that to me, because I'm trying to figure that out. You got all these people out there that say melanin, mainly you Negroes, that say melanin is what makes your skin the way it is, and then you'll turn around and say we ain't black. The word melanin means black, man. It doesn't make sense, man. Okay? Brother just showed you, man. The word melanin in the Greek means black, bottom line, man. So go back to Exodus 4 and 6. Put the water for that, bro.
This is Exodus chapter 4, verse 6. And Yahawah, by Sham YAHAWASHI, said furthermore unto him, put now thy hand into thy bosom. And he put his hand into his bosom, and when he took it out, behold, his hand was leprous as snow.
Which he's talking to Moses. And he's talking about Moses right there. Okay? You got two different colors on this earth. You got different shades of brown and different shades of red. Okay? And what the Most High did was he pulled the elements out of Moses' hand, and leprosy was on Moses' hand. Okay? So that's what had happened. Okay? And in terms you understand today, Moses is a so-called black man. Like the brother was saying about in the Ten Commandments, okay, with Charles and Hester, they would have never, when they created that movie, they wouldn't have never put Moses as a so-called black man, because Esau had to put out that vibration, because he's contrary to the Most High, to put out that vibration as if they the chosen people. They wouldn't have never done that at that time. Okay? And they wouldn't continue to do that, because that would have been too much like right. Esau got to do too much like wrong. That's the way he is, man. Okay? Read that for me, bro, in Exodus.
This is Exodus chapter 4, verse 6. And Yahawah, by Sham YAHAWASHI, said furthermore unto him, put now thy hand into thy bosom. And he put his hand into his bosom, and when he took it out, behold, his hand was leprous as snow. Verse 7. And he said, put thy hand into thy bosom again. And he put his hand into his bosom again, and plucked it out of his bosom, and behold, it was turned again as his other flesh.
As his other flesh. So Moses was a so-called dark-skinned man, man. He was a so-called black man. And so-called means not really not correct. Okay? I'm saying that because you understand the term black. Okay? What it is we understand that we are different shades of brown. You've been brainwashed. Okay? So drop that and go back to Thessalonians